Attorney General Pam Bondi released a statement criticizing a federal district judge involved in the ongoing legal battle over the Trump administration's deportation flights involving Venezuelan non-citizens. Bondi said in part, quote, "This is another outrageous judicial power grab by an activist judge allowing unelected judges to usurp executive power as a fundamental threat to our democracy and the rule of law." That from the Attorney General. Bring in Scott MacFarlane. Scott, catch us up on where we are with this. There's politics and optics, which the administration believes are very much on its side. And then there are fundamental legal questions of what any administration can do to designate anyone in this country something that allows them to be swiftly deported and sent to another country.
This thing has been simmering, bubbling up. It feels like it's about to boil over now. This one singular dispute between the Trump administration and this chief judge here in Washington, James Boasberg, almost as if it's a proxy battle for something much larger. Will the administration honor court orders they disagree with? Because at this point, Boasberg suspects not only was he defied over the weekend during those deportations, when he ordered the planes turned around and they didn't turn around. Based on the court filings we looked through today, it seems like Boasberg's suspicious he was defied again today. He had ordered by 12 p.m. Eastern time for the Trump administration and the Department of Justice to answer a series of granular questions about timing. When did the planes take off? When did they leave U.S. airspace? Basically, when did they do what they did vis-a-vis his orders? The Trump administration again today declined to answer those questions, saying they are sensitive, secret information, and they accused Boasberg of turning the case upside down and micromanaging the whole deportation effort. And he's given them another day to file answers to his questions by 12 p.m. tomorrow. If that doesn't happen, you have what one former federal judge says is not a possible constitutional crisis, but an ongoing constitutional crisis. You can't just defy or disobey orders you don't like.
Let me ask you a couple of basic questions. Has the Trump administration in its legal filings asserted that everyone on these deportation flights was a known or proven member of this Venezuelan gang, Trandiragua, which has been classified a terrorist organization?
Foreign terrorist organization. The judge is pressing them for more information about that. There are 3 flights that were linked to this deportation effort, wants to know the basics of each of those 3 flights, timing and otherwise. But some of that's immaterial. I mean, it's not immaterial to the national security of America. Right. It's not immaterial to the Trump administration or to those who want tighter borders. But it's immaterial to the more fundamental dispute here is the administration didn't like the court order. They have accused the judge of being a radical, of being a liberal, of being outside his bounds, and that he should be impeached. What the judge is trying to do here, based on his orders, is just get them to answer questions and follow orders. And when the Chief Justice of the United States weighs in, which he did, saying you don't impeach judges you disagree with, you appeal, you can tell there's a bigger issue here than just this deportation.
And it is worth pointing out that the basis legally that the administration was asserting was the Enemy Aliens Act, invoked 3 times before in our history, but only when there has been an act of war. The administration arguing their invasion of our country is alike an act of war and that they're terrorists or gang members. The judge is asking for some evidence to back up that assertion, correct?
And some arguments and some clarity. It's not a novel law. It's been used before, but it's novel in our lifetimes, and it's novel in the judge's lifetimes. And I think he wants more arguments before he agrees to let things happen on such an expedited basis. But again, the bigger issue that seems to be pressing on people, legal scholars, former judges, potentially the current judges, is all that aside, there was an order. It appears to have been disobeyed, and now there is a public discourse criticizing judges, and that measure fundamentally could put judges in danger if you have people taking matters into their own hands. We've seen that before with judges who crossed Trump.
Hence the statement from the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, John Roberts. Scott MacFarlane, always a pleasure. Thank you very much.